Hi, it's Holly Brink with eXp Realty, and today I'm going to give you some tips on things to avoid when trying to get your home sold. First of all, don't pick the wrong agent. I strongly suggest you interview at least 3 agents for the job of getting your home sold. You want to pick an agent that's responsive, knowledgeable about the market, prepared for your appointment, and has done the research to price your home right. Speaking of price, you don't want to price your home wrong. So you want to make sure you work with your agent to price your home at what I call the sweet spot so that you get lots of attention. In any market, if a home is priced right, it will sell. Third thing is you want to avoid cutting corners and not making simple repairs. So everything from making sure that the doors close, the doorbell's working, you've changed all the light bulbs, because if buyers walk through your home and see lots of little things, they're going to wonder what other deferred maintenance there might be behind the scenes that they can't see. So you want to definitely do all the little things to make your home show ready. Don't cut any corners. And if you're so inclined, you can get what's called a pre-listing home inspection and then kind of check off lots of those little things and then decide if you want to address any of the big things too. And don't forget to declutter and depersonalize your home. This is a very important step. You want to make sure that you put away all the tchotchkes, take all the clothes you don't need out of the closet. It's going to make the closets look bigger. Make sure you've taken all of your personal photographs down. But declutter and depersonalize is definitely a key step that you don't want to forget. Now let's talk about access. You don't want to restrict access to the home. While I understand sometimes things are just impossible, you really want to be as flexible as possible when people want to come see your house. So that's why I like to use virtual 3D tours. It really cuts down on the amount of foot traffic. Somebody can get a pretty good idea whether they're interested in your home or not from the comfort of their own home. But if somebody messages you, and although we always try to give as much notice as possible, there are times a buyer will be out looking at homes and then your home catches their eye. So if you can be flexible for those last minute showings or showings at all, just make sure to be as flexible as possible and don't restrict access to the home. And this is a sensitive one, but getting too emotional. Try to avoid getting too emotional. This is a business transaction. And while you may have spent many years in your home, raised a family there, the home is emotionally worth a lot to you. At the end of the day, none of that emotional value matters to the buyer. Buyers are looking at numbers and you should too. So you want to try to separate yourself from the house, look at it as a house, not a home. Look at the data, and that's why having an agent that you trust is so important, so you can really look to them to help you take the emotion out of the transaction. And finally, be careful what you post on Facebook, because buyers will stalk you just as much as you will probably stalk them when you get an offer, although you shouldn't. So be careful what you're posting on Facebook during this process. Everything from preparing to listing to once you get an offer. Just be very cognizant. The less you put on social media, the better. I would only share the links provided to you by your agent and kind of keep commentary and other things to a minimum. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home in Spencer, anywhere in Iowa, or really anywhere at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly at thinkhousesthinkholly.com.